God, I'm really glad everybody missed that. Marceline went on a tirade about just alternate rules in lean. Yeah, about lean. Yeah, she just went on a tirade about alt rules that you shouldn't be using in your games. It was a lot, so we just cut it out.
She was like, "Can I be drunken master monk but only drink lean?" And you're like, "That's not what drunk means."
It was a weird kind of setting that she was really trying to go for, and I just when she's older, maybe she can properly sort of like explain most of it, but for now, just go back into baby mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, baby mode. Oh.
I'm gonna explain that. So just before we went live, just now we Spencer was calling Marceline Miss Lean, and I was like, that's cute. But also, lean is slang for drank, for alcohol, and it's like you're calling her Miss Jack Daniels, Miss Hennessy.
No. Oh, I actually kind of like
that. She thought that was funny. Yeah. She went, hey.
What's up, Hennessy?
Yeah. What's up?
No.
What's up, Lair?
And then it turned into something else. So yeah, we haven't done this in a minute. We were out of town for a week, and then we got sick. We thought it was COVID. I quarantined in this room because I didn't want to give her COVID, and I thought I was going to have to quarantine in here for a while because I took 2 at-home tests. One was negative, one was positive, and I was like, fuck. Mm-hmm. So pretty bad time. We were both sick. You got a UTI, which also sucks. Yeah. And so while you had
when I thought that I'd probably had COVID,
you also thought you had COVID.
Do anything about it.
I had COVID symptoms. I was in here, freaking losing my scent. I didn't really lose my scent. I just felt really sick. I was I was really weak. I was coughing and sneezing, and it just felt like garbage. Yeah. So then I got a real test the next day. So the next morning I wake up and I'm like, all right, I got to go get this test. And it was already really hard. I'd already gone 24 hours without seeing her. And it was like, this is going to be really, really bad. I just have to sit here and play Magic the Gathering Arena until my brain turns into mush. Yeah. And that's all I did. And I watched a Star Wars documentary. I don't know. And then I left. I went and got a test, and I came back, and they called me, and they were like, oh, yeah, you're negative. And I was like, what? And I went back, and I got the paper, and they're like, yep, you're negative. And I was like, what the fuck? And then we looked it up, and there were a bunch of these at-home tests that are getting recalled because they're giving false positives. Yeah. So I was like, well...
But also false negatives, so...
Yeah, so, well, it was good that I got a real one. I'd never had COVID. Never had COVID, gang. I'm going to get it at some point. I haven't yet. But just got a cold. You and I just had a cold. And
I took like 3 more tests because I was paranoid and never came back positive. So
she's talking over here.
Yeah, she's like,
she hears us talking. She's trying to give her experience as well.
She's like, yeah, they were kind of lame for a few days.
Yeah. And still recovering a little bit. So sorry if I sound a little sick. I apologize. At this point, I feel great. I feel fantastic. Great. Yeah, I feel great. And it's just that we're still recovering over all that. You're doing better, but we were knocked out for like 2 weeks. 1 week we were out of town, and then the second week we were just recovering from being sick. And we just did fucking nothing. Yep. And it was bad. It was horrible. We were just sitting around doing nothing all day. I felt like we were in 2020 all over again. Like I was just sitting around waiting for shit to happen, and it sucked. So I was like, hey, who wants to play Magic? Hey, who wants to play D&D? Hey, we should get back to all this stuff. And so we got back on our schedule. Yeah. Where we're going and getting groceries again. Yeah, she's watching me talk. We're going and getting groceries again, which is great. That was bad. I hated that we weren't doing that anymore. Where we did a test stream on Saturday. Because right now for us it's Tuesday, so on Saturday we did a test stream. I ran the Thunderdome, and I thought I recorded it, and I didn't, and I apologize. Yeah. I was gonna upload it, but fucking turns out that I didn't push the record button because I still don't know what I'm doing. We found my sister and my mom are going to be able to watch her during our streams. Yep. Sometimes we're figuring it out kind of a week-by-week basis. Yep. Everybody's available again, and she's no longer taking an hour to eat anymore because we got a new bottle nipple for her that she can eat out of that's better, and she eats in like 10 minutes now, which is fucking great. Yeah. And
are you eating your hand?
It was like Disneyland was super fun. Yeah. And then we had like the worst week in years. and then came back up. Wait, what was worse than that?
I could tell you, but I'm not going to tell you on the podcast.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well,
I've had worse weeks than that.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
in the past 365 days, that was probably some of the worst.
Yeah.
And then back up to feeling like great again. And
Because actually having COVID was much worse than that. That's one week.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
That's true.
I had COVID for like a month.
Yeah.
You had COVID for like ever. Your taste and smell were bopped.
Yeah.
But we are doing good now. I'm so excited to come back to streaming.
Yeah.
We're gonna do like a Saturday sometime. We're not gonna record it. Maybe I don't know. No, we're not gonna record it. But I've been really wanted to do like a draft game with everybody, and so we're gonna do like a Strixhaven draft with Magic. I'm really excited for. And I'm gonna play on your birthday today, and like things are good. And now we're doing the podcast again, so like it's like we're back, yay! So yep, things are great. Things are going well. How are you doing?
Good.
That's good.
Started the day a little sad, but good.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Nothing big. We just me and I had an opportunity to go see Love and Thunder last night.
Yeah.
And I knew that she had cancer going in, but but I didn't realize how similar Natalie Portman was going to look to Lacey.
Damn.
It was still a very good movie.
That's
very
good.
good. And at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna go see it, and it's kind of the back of my mind. And then right before, like, as like the Marvel Cinematic like title screen's going, Mia turns and goes, "Hey, I want to make sure that you know that." What is her character? Natalie Portman's.
Jane.
Foster?
Yeah, Jane Foster has cancer. And I was like, oh, yeah, I know that. But for some reason that brought that to the forefront of my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I guess that could affect me in some way. So I spent the whole movie thinking about that. So I started like a really low point, but then the movie completely succeeded with everything else.
Good.
So I would see it again. But it was a
cool.
little like, God, that sucked.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sucked.
No.
But they were very respectful about it, because you know how it's usually pretty gimmicky, and like most things, people who don't experience the hardship of it kind of misinterpret it in some ways.
Yeah.
It's kind of a double-edged sword, because I wasn't upset because it was interpreted very well, but that's because someone had to go through
That's cool.
the process.
Well,
so,
sheesh.
but good. Yeah, good.
But you liked it?
Very good.
It was very
Cool.
good.
Yeah, very
Cool.
good. It was a lot of fun.
I've been hearing a lot of negative shit about that
I've
movie.
heard absolutely nothing.
She's heard nothing.
wonderful.
I've heard that like
Nothing.
everybody hates it. I don't know why.
Like,
Everybody's calling it
the
cringe.
day it came out.
Me and I cried in one of the parts. It's
Well,
phenomenal.
shit.
It's
I want to go
phenomenal.
see it.
The day it came out, I saw one person go, spoilers for Thor Love and Thunder, and I skipped it really quickly on TikTok, and I've seen nothing since.
Good. It is so much fun.
It's frustrating because I haven't heard anything like that, and I was excited for this movie, and the only thing I hear people say is like the CGI sucks, the jokes are bad, the plot makes no sense, and I'm like, okay, and they're like, Marvel is finally dying, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys. Yeah. Anyways, so cool. I'm excited to see it then.
Yeah.
It should be a good time. We were gonna go see it, and then our babysitters were killed in action.
They weren't.
Yeah.
Just didn't work out.
Unfortunately.
It just
Just
didn't
like
work
a
out.
grandpa
No.
got lost at sea.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been telling her that because she keeps looking that this. Sorry, audio listeners. I have the picture of John Cena framed on our.
She's
on our
crying.
little paper. Yeah, well, she's crying because she knows that is her great grandfather who was lost at sea.
Yeah.
And he was a national hero. So, I'm just gonna let her grow up with that knowledge. And so we didn't get to go see it, but instead we all went to because we were going to see it with Maddie and Sabin and Craig, and then we just went over to Maddie's house and played Magic. It was a good time.
Yep.
It was.
I just found out that on Arena you can play Brawl, and I didn't know Brawl was a mix of Standard and Commander.
Yeah.
I just want to let everybody know right now that I am like weeks deep into a unhealthy Magic obsession.
Yeah, Jacob couldn't
because
play
D&D,
D&D.
I can't play D&D, so the only thing I could obsess over was cardboard, and that's all I've been doing. And I didn't know that you could play. I've been sitting here over here like a chump playing Standard this whole time, not knowing that I could play Historic Brawl and have a commander. I made my deck, and I've been playing with it, and I've been slam dunking fools with my Devil Tribal Raphael deck, and it's been awesome. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say about that.
Yeah.
Wizard of the Coast sent me a secret lair.
Yeah.
I was supposed to unveil it, and I forgot, but I'm going to.
Yeah, you got to do that like today.
Oh shit! It's Fortnite. I've been like
It's cool though.
The cards are cool though. At
cool,
first
the
I was like,
box
God
is
damn it, they
cool.
sent me the Fortnite secret layer. But then we opened it and we all looked at it. We were like, these are actually kind of cool.
Cute.
They're kind of cute. The lands are cool. I think they're
beautiful.
all right. Yeah, they're not bad. I would put them in a deck.
Oh yeah,
and it would be really funny too.
I'd put the lands in a deck.
Yeah, you put a land down and you're just like, look at that, and you're like, that's a cool land, and you'd be like, it's Fortnite.
Oh, where do you get that from? Oh, that's Tilted Towers.
Yeah.
You're like, all right,
Tilted
get the
Towers.
fuck out of here.
No.
Damn.
I killed
Speaking
you.
of Tilted Towers, we played Thunderdome. I wanted to. It was
That
a
made
very.
sense. I was like, where are we going with this?
It was a very like cut and dry standard level 1 game. Like I felt like nothing. She's talking, man.
She wants to be on the podcast.
She does. I wanted to ask you guys what you thought of it. Just general, just kind of first impressions, because I've gotten to hear nothing about the Questo. Like, the only thing I've really heard is that people have ran it and they have had fun. And it's like, that's great. If that's all anybody gets out of this book, that's fantastic. But I wanted to hear just from you guys, because I value your opinion, and just generally what you guys thought and what you think could have been either improved, or if you think that it was fine the way it is, or just general thoughts about it.
Because we hadn't played in like over a month, like almost 2 months.
Yeah.
I think it was a very great jump back into D&D.
Okay, cool.
And I think that that's just a testament to how well it is to have that as like your first game that you ever play. Because it's simple
Sick.
enough that it gets the point of how to play the game across, but it's still fun.
Awesome.
It's not just like, oh, you're going to go to this cave and you're going to kill some goblins, and then you're going to go to this town and you're going to get the reward. It's like you're actually doing something pretty fun.
Cool.
I really wanted to drown someone in lava. It didn't get to happen.
Yeah.
I just want to let you
mostly
guys...
because I made my strength a 10 and we went against the barbarians. Didn't think
Yeah.
that was going to work. So I just stabbed them.
The adventure starts with the players like above the dome, which is basically like a Fortnite battle map. And there are 4 different areas. One of them's like an ice area, one's a woods, one's a desert, and one's like a lava mountain. And Craig's playing a weasel named Bingus.
No, a mouse.
A mouse
Yeah.
Or a
named
rat.
a rat named Bingus.
Nondescript Bingus.
Describing that you looked like the weasel from Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
The new Suicide Squad. And the first thing you did when like you guys were dropping into the zone, what you just pointed at the map, pointed directly at the lava, and said, "I'm diving here." I was like, "Hell
we
yeah,
all
dude.
followed.
That's awesome.
It worked out.
It was
That's
good.
great."
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think to kind of add on to what Spencer was saying, there was, it did the job of, that would have been a phenomenal first kind of game to teach mechanics onto.
Oh yeah.
Because a
Good.
lot of that's like getting into, yeah.
Yeah.
Marcia agrees.
You weren't there. Hush.
No. That it was a great introduction to it, but it also left with like, I would like to see more. Mm-hmm. And that's always the biggest thing, is like you want to make sure you facilitate that.
That was the thing that I felt about it as well. Like, it was fun to run and I had a good time. It's just the issue of them being one-shots that have the potentiality to be extended. And that was sort of the issue that we ran into when we were writing the book as well. It was we would think about them as adventures in 3 parts.
Yeah.
But with some of them, I had to like step back and be like, no, some people are only going to play one of these. We have to have a self-contained story in the first one. It's just unfortunate. Thunderdome is one of the few ones where it's like, that's the one where it's like, it's kind of like a 3-part story almost.
Wow.
And if you just do the first one and just do really well, which you guys kind of did, it's just kind of like, and you did it. Good job. All right, we're done. And I definitely felt that way at the end of it. I was like, man, I really wish we could play all 3 of these. But
Yeah, but I also think that was good, because I think that's to, when someone goes, well, how do I play D&D? Like, do you have an hour? Do you have an hour or 2? Mm-hmm. One and done.
that's my issue with one-shots sometimes, though, is every time I play a one-shot, I've never played a one-shot that's like under 3 hours. Every time I play a one-shot, it's like 4 to 6 hours because the DM over-prepared.
Because I think they're different function of a one shot.
Yeah.
I think, at least for the way I think about it, is that a one shot is great for either the main DM is gone for the weekend. We're gonna run a different thing.
Yeah.
I would expect a long game like that.
For sure.
Because
you're used to longer
You're filling in a
games.
slot. But I would also then go, that idea of one shot wouldn't fit someone going, how do I want to play D&D? Mm-hmm. Maybe it's just really the terminology. There's like a one-off and then a one-shot.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, if I was going to teach someone to play D&D, I would not sit them through 6 hours.
No.
because I think that would. I think a D&D has a wonderful ability to like bite somebody, and then the addiction really kicks in. So they'll play for 6, but you almost need to go. Okay, here's this. Does it all make sense?
But that's
Let's
the
see how
thing
it
is we
works
wanted
out.
to give the option with the Questonomicon.
Yeah.
We wanted you to be able to go, here's a no consequence one shot you could run and do whatever
Yeah.
you want with. And then if you wanted to play for 6 hours, you could run part 2.
You have each of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's valid. I think it's super great.
Cool. Great. I'm glad. And it worked out because we got done with the first one. It was like 9:30. And I was like, do you guys want to do the second one? Colton was like, I'd rather not. And it was like, good. Because if this was another one shot that I would have just done whatever, we would have gone to like midnight. And, you know.
I also think it's cool that when people want to play D&D, they want to play D&D. But if, let's say, the DM heads out, people want to come over and hang out, but they don't necessarily want to play 6 hours. You can go, well, let's play a one-shot.
Yeah.
From this, play 2 hours, switch to watch a movie, and then end with board game or something.
Hell yeah.
Like you
And
it's kind of
that's-
modular now. in
That's
that
how we
way.
used to play it when we were first getting into it. Was we wouldn't plan it out. We would just friends would come over and we'd be like, "It'd be cool if we could play D&D right now." And everybody's like, "Yeah," and be like, "Well, it takes forever to set up, and somebody's gonna have to write a game, and we're gonna have to figure it all out." But like that's what we wanted to do with the Questo. Is like I would have loved to have the Questonomicon when I was in like high school and we were trying to play because we never had time. We only had these little moments and we just wanted something quick to play. Yeah. And it was just like, we could just do this real fast, get our fix and then be done, you know? And, cool. I'm glad that comes through at least on
I think
your
it
guys'
definitely
end,
does,
which is
yeah.
good because that is the intention and that's perfect.
I think it's going to be a huge tool for newer players, but it's going to be a good jumping point for more experienced
Awesome.
DMs. Because DMs will be able to get that feeling and then move along wherever they want.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Yeah, no
it.
problem.
Do you want to jump into questions? Cool. So we're going to jump into questions. If you guys want to ask us questions, find us at Arcane Arcade. No, Arcade_Arcane. Because the asshole who has Arcane Arcade
And hasn't
will
tweeted in
never-
like 5 years.
We'll never give it back. Isabella Bartholomew asks, if you could have any member of Critical Role guest star on any episode of Evenfall, who would you choose? Oh, God. Robbie. I choose Robbie David. You'd be so good.
I really want to, for Evenfall specifically,
Yeah.
I really want to say Sam Riegel, but I don't want Jordan and Sam Riegel in the same room
I would almost
together.
want Sam Riegel just so
The
that
power
they
would
could
be
interact.
too strong.
Do you know how cool it would be if Sam and Kurt got to be in the same room together?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It would.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I would agree. I think Sam would be great.
Yeah.
But oh God, I have no idea. The issue is that they just work so well all together. So
Yeah.
I'm like looking for the person who would do well kind of outside the box, which was like why I picked Robbie because he just kind of jumped into that group and then jumped right out.
Yeah.
And it was like perfect. So I think he would be fantastic. But I think Sam would be good too because he's really adaptable.
Yeah.
So I would agree with that. What do you think, Marceline? She's talking.
we forgot to tell her about Critical Role.
She'll learn. She has a blanket that's Critical Role. That's
my blanket.
She has a onesie that's Critical Role.
She does.
She has a onesie that has the Hello Bees on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zerk asks, make a backstory for a PC with each of you saying one word at a time.
No.
Cool.
I'm not doing that.
We have to do it. We have to do it.
I hate these improv
You only have to
things.
do one word. Think about, you have no consequences. You just have one word. That's it. Okay. This character's backstory. Do you want to establish? We'll figure out who the character is beforehand. So we'll go this way. I'll start. This
Creature.
This creature
Is.
Marceline wants to play.
There you go. It is a toadstool.
This creature is a toadstool. You say anything.
Monster.
Oh.
They're a little
That-
monster.
Specializes
In.
Sucking
and
Damn it, Craig.
Sucking and what?
whatever verb you want. Any verb.
Baking.
Yeah.
They suck and bake.
This
Allows them
allows
Them.
there you
to
go. gather
Money.
Very.
efficiently.
We did it. We
There
did
you
it. This
They're a
creature is a toadstool
monster.
Is a toadstool monster who sucks
and bakes.
And bakes. This allows them to gather money very efficiently. Somebody make that your character.
It's a brothel that sells pastries.
Yep.
You're a Myconid who owns a brothel and
Bakes on the side.
and bakes on the side. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're very good at both.
Yeah. So probably like a rogue,
No.
A rogue with the chef background?
Yeah.
the guild artisan.
Yeah, you go.
I'm gonna scroll down here because I'm gonna go by latest because I was an idiot. Kneecap Man asks apple or orange juice. Orange juice. Orange juice. 100%.
Ugh. It depends on the brand.
Really?
Yeah, depends on the brand.
Pulp or no pulp?
Pulp. As much pulp as you
Yeah,
got.
I agree. Pulp is
Fucking-
good.
Monsters.
To be honest,
both of
you could strain it, and I just eat the pulp.
I agree. You could
The juice is the worst part.
I'll eat an orange rind and all.
That's crazy.
Like in Animal Crossing, when you eat a fruit and they just go.
Yeah.
I will eat an orange like that.
Rine's a bit much, I think, for me.
But the pulp?
The
You're
pulp,
like full
yeah.
pulp. I'm like full rind.
Stringy bits are the best part.
You don't even cut the orange in half to do the juicer. You just put it in there.
I just put it in there. I just blend the whole thing.
I probably told this story before, but I once in high school I was making because every morning it was just so much work to make like breakfast. So I'd make fruit smoothies, and then I'd make so much that I had to share with my friend. I remember making one because I got kiwis, and it was like, oh, this is really unpleasant to drink, and I didn't know you had to peel the kiwi.
Oh.
So it was like drinking fiberglass. It was like
Buddy,
really sharp.
no.
I was like, "What is that?" And he's like, "What's in it?" I was like, "I think it's kiwis." And he's like, "Did you skin them?" I'm like,
Is
"Are you
it
supposed
brown?
to?" I know you're supposed to skin a kiwi.
Yeah.
All the little
Chunks.
hairs. I was like,
Oh my god. I just like to know when I'm drinking or eating a fruit. Like I don't like when it's too smooth. It feels fake. I think fruits have substance to them, and I think that's a part
I
of
want
eating
little
them.
stringy bits, little seeds. I want the whole thing.
I got mangoes from Trader Joe's, and I'm gonna eat a mango on a fork. Like I just will eat the mango just as it is. We got
rind?
grapes. The grapes a lime.
With the rind?
Yeah,
I don't know if you're supposed to do that.
you can.
You can. You can do a lot of things.
You also shouldn't eat the
You,
orange peel.
Yeah.
But you can though.
What about the banana peel?
That's a little much. Banana peel's a little too thick.
That's awfully inconsistent, Jacob.
All right, well, fine. I'll eat it. Give me a banana right now.
I'll eat the
I'll eat
whole
it with the
stem.
peel. I will.
We don't have a banana, but I believe you.
The grapes that you just got that taste like cotton candies.
Yeah.
You were like, you gotta wash them. Nope. I like having dirt. It makes me strong.
Like having pesticides.
Yeah.
I do. It'll make me more resistant to them.
I want GMOs, but I don't want pesticides.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want my strawberry to be thick, but I don't want it to be
Yeah, I don't want it to be
poisonous.
poisoned.
Yeah.
I don't really like apple. I like sour apple.
Sorry, what?
We were talking about orange juice versus
Oh,
apples.
there we go. Yeah.
I haven't.
Apples are great.
Apples, yeah.
I feel like I used to really love apples, but I haven't had one.
That's the thing. When I was a
Wow.
kid, I was like, apples are the best. And now I'm like, it's got to be like sour apple candy for me to even think about
I
it.
have another story about that too. That when I just got out of high school and I was living on my own, and I would go to college, I would wake up and eat like an apple or two, just slices on the way, and then I'd go have lunch. And then the lunch they always give apples out. And I was with my two friends, and I eat my apple, their apple, and then the other apple. And then I eat the whole thing, so like core and all. And then when I come home, and I have a snack and I have another apple. So I go like 7 apples a day. I went to a general checkup, and they did blood draws, and like, you have like an alarming amount of vitamin A. What do you do? And I was like, I don't know. I eat a lot of apples. Was how many? I was like, probably like 6 a day.
6 apples
And he's like, you need to stop. You're going to poison yourself having vitamin A poisoning.
You're eating 7 apples a
Like,
day.
so, like,
Holy
7? I was like,
shit,
it keeps the doctor
7.
away.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
yeah.
It kills you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
Me
Can they-
before I was 22.
Can they see the baby on the screen?
Yeah.
She wants to put her entire face in my armpit,
Yeah, audio listeners, the baby will lean in towards like our
and then she
armpit,
wiggles down.
and she
Yeah.
will take her head and she will just wiggle it back and forth until she gets deep into like our arm
Yeah.
between our torso, and then just stays there.
The
And it's like
warm
you will
space.
suffocate.
You'll die.
She's very funny. She's getting goofier every day. Artemis, Vampire of E, asks, can I have some empty congratulations for getting a beginner's permit to drive?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not empty. I mean, to be honest, driving is hard.
Yeah.
I didn't get my real license till I was 18.
Me
it
too.
scared me. It scared the hell out of me. Driving's rough.
It is.
So I don't blame you.
Yeah, nope.
No need. Especially people who live in who is this?
Artemis.
Oh, I was thinking about Marion, who lives in the UK or lives in Europe. Anywhere that's not specifically out where I live, it is hard. Because in California, at least in the place we live, we have open space. I don't have to share the road a lot of the time. But I go to like LA or San Diego, I'm shitting myself every minute.
Oh, hey. Did you realize you can't breathe down there?
You don't want to drive?
I became a better driver once I got glasses and Adderall.
Yeah.
I was oh.
Past 2 years, much better.
It is a triumph to get your learner's permit.
It is. Congratulations. Good luck.
Godspeed.
My memory of when you got your driver's license, I remember I took you and you were scared.
Jacob taught me how to drive.
Oh yeah. You were scared, shitless.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're going to do great. You're going to do fantastic. Yeah. And then I watched you go get in the car and I sat down and I was bored because you went to go do the test.
Yeah.
I sat down and the newest thing on YouTube was bitch lasagna.
Oh. Yeah.
And I forever associate my memory of watching bitch lasagna with,
DMV.
hey, you just got your driver's license. Anyways, Casper, they, them, asks, how y'all doing? In your opinions, what is the best holiday and the worst holiday of the year, specifically out of the ones you celebrate? I'm very passionate about this. I am extremely passionate about this. And these two are just, they're so wrong. They're just wrong. And you know what? They can believe what they want to believe, but it just makes me so sad that the holidays that they enjoy. You know, and more power to you. I love that you love Valentine's Day, but I fucking don't. And I don't get it. I'm like, what's so cool about Valentine's Day is so sad. Anyways, I fucking hate Easter. I hate Easter so much. I hate pastels. If there's like an anti-aesthetic that's something I hate, it's pastels. Wes Anderson pisses me off. I hate pastels. And that's all Easter is, just eggs and candy and bullshit, and I hate it. I don't know why.
What about Jesus?
The Jesus part is fine. I don't give it. Whatever. Give me the Jesus part. I hate the part about the bunnies and the eggs. I'm sorry. I'm upsetting the child. Would
you mind maybe taking her?
Oh yeah, sure.
I think she's kind of frustrated with me.
And the best holiday is Christmas, without a doubt.
Okay, baby got a little upset.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're okay.
I have fun on I think I have the most fun on both of those.
Yeah.
Not that I don't have fun, but a lot of it's like I enjoy the aesthetic and the thing that I do on 4th of July is, even though what we're celebrating is kind of a little different.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I think it's important to celebrate the country you want it to be and not what it currently is.
Sure, I understand.
So it's a celebration of like all your hard work that you spend every year to further your country. But I love 4th of July and I love Valentine's Day.
4th of July, I think, is fun. It's just, it's not on, like, the same level of the other ones, because I have good memories with 4th of July. And, like, I remember, like, being a kid and doing fireworks and barbecuing and swimming. Like, good memories with 4th of July. But it's weird because it's, like, Christmas is a different, like, as soon as it was October, it was, like, all I could look forward to was Christmas. Yeah. After it's my birthday, the only thing that is going to keep me going this year is Christmas. I don't know why I have such a memory or association.
I don't think I had. I wouldn't say like a great Christmas. I was a kid. I never wanted for nothing. I mean, it was a good time. But my parents were very poor, so Christmas was always really stressful for the entire household.
That makes sense.
So, and I don't think the stuff like that really did well.
You see, now I'm just an asshole.
Well, I think a lot of it's just, I think that
it was great because my parents had gifts for us guys.
I mean,
so Christmas was fun.
We had stuff, but it was like, my mother made it very apparent that she wanted to spend this, like, it wasn't just about everyone's going to get what they want or get something. It was like, I'm going to spend this much, that everyone has to get stuff. Like, for us, my family, we don't get to get as many gifts, but Mom goes really hard on stockings.
Oh, that's cool.
So we get, like, each, like, a really personalized stocking.
That's cool.
But the gift itself is kind of negligible.
I think it might just be that my parents always surprised us because, I mean, I'm not trying to say like, oh, me too and all that stuff, but like we didn't have a ton of money either when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so it was really, so all year, we'd always ask our parents for things. They're like, no, we can't get these things.
Yeah.
It's just not feasible. We can't do it. We had to move because of the housing crisis, all this stuff. So it was always really crazy and very surprising to us when my parents would like go hard on Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's like, were you planning all year for this? Because like every Christmas, it was like they would get us something crazy. Like one year when I was in high school, I remember I was like, it was hard because we didn't have a whole lot of money, and we were living in this house where I didn't even have a bedroom, and it was fine. It was whatever. And my parents like got me a new computer. I don't even know how they did that, and it was just really, really special. I was like, holy shit, how did you guys do this? And so I think that's why I like Christmas, is because probably just because my parents made it really cool. So whatever.
I mean, I think so. My parents did a lot of the opposite. They put a lot of time into like summer holidays where we'd go camping for a long time.
That's so cool.
Or something like that. So I think it just depends on where we were.
I'm being fucking hyperbolic and stupid. Obviously, whatever holiday you like is fine.
Halloween.
I'm just being an asshole.
Halloween's the best.
I mean, Halloween's also really great. I also really like Halloween because my dad.
I've been liking Halloween.
So my mom goes really hard on Halloween.
Yep.
Too.
It's the best holiday.
So when I was growing up, this goes back to how I grew up. My parents were very like we couldn't watch Wizards of Waverly Place because it was maybe the devil.
Yeah.
I didn't know about Harry Potter until we started dating because my parents thought it was bad. They aren't like this anymore, but they were when I was a kid. And so Halloween was never Halloween. It was the Harvest Festival, and we would just go play weird games.
Wow.
You guys go.
Yeah.
Did you guys go do?
That's bizarre.
Never did trick-or-treating.
Did you guys do,
really did pumpkin.
Did you guys do
Trunk-or-treating?
Trunk or treat?
Yeah, we did trunk or
Like the
treat.
Okay, but
Church,
trunk or treat's almost better in some ways. It is almost better. You go into a church parking lot where there's people with candy.
Yeah.
That's a fucking
It was fun.
blast.
It wasn't until like I've never trick or treated actually. It was my sisters did it because when I started going to high school, when we all started going back to public school, we weren't homeschooled anymore. That's when my parents had their come to. I guess I want to come to Jesus moment. It was kind of the opposite, actually. But that's when they just let us do whatever we wanted.
Your parents got new friends and stopped being conservative.
So they went trick or treating. They have good memories with it, but I never really did it. So
you'll get to with her.
No. Every
best.
year that we've been together, you really like Halloween, and
Every
I like
year
Halloween
I go
more
harder
every
and
year.
harder.
Yeah, I'm just not.
I'm getting
very
that
good at
fucking
Halloween.
skeleton this
Good,
year.
you should,
We
you
have to
should.
go to Home Depot.
If we have the new house,
I think I enjoy holidays where it forces an interaction between strangers.
I agree with that.
I like Valentine's Day in that same way. Not that I mean, but that's like stuff like I when I go hard on Valentine's Day, I get like gifts for everybody I know.
Oh, that's
like
nice.
I get it for like the shop and all the people I work
That's
with.
cute.
And I think it's just fun
and
to
that's
appreciate
fun too because
somebody.
it's so unexpected because nobody really expects that out of Valentine's Day. So it's special when people are like, oh, hey, it's Valentine's Day and you got this that's so sweet. And that's special in its own right.
Yeah, I also like 4th of July in that same way because it's kind of like a block party type stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween's a very similar way.
Yeah.
You're going and everyone's dressed up, everyone's communally going somewhere. Also, I don't think my mother got along with her mother very well. So like anytime there was like a family thing, it was always like when my family was the most isolated.
Got it.
Like we were just inside.
Yeah.
But I also like the snow. So when we were doing Christmas, we were in Utah and there was like feet of snow. So we just go play out in the snow instead of that. So it's kind of like whatever.
That makes sense. That's cool. That's so fun. I started this off being stupid, and now I'm really happy we got to talk about this.
I don't really have
I like to see why you guys like holidays that I don't necessarily enjoy. But none of us like Easter, right?
I love pastels. I do. I love pastels.
pretty nice.
I will say though, I don't like Thanksgiving because it's a lot of waiting around.
Yeah.
A lot of waiting around.
I agree, but I like Thanksgiving because food.
Thanksgiving.
Valid, but I have to wait an extra long time for that.
Yeah.
Especially when Lacey decides to do it on her own. And the problem with her is that the last 4 years, she's like, I'm doing Thanksgiving on my own. And I was like, why? Yeah. Because it goes the exact same way.
Too much.
And the last 2 times she did it with cancer, stage 4, on her own.
Lacey.
And she was like, I'm going to do Thanksgiving. I was like, okay. 2 weeks before, I'm like, I'm going to go shopping for it. What do you want to do? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You're making Thanksgiving dinner. She goes, no, I've never said that. I was like, you're such a fucking liar. You did. I was like, okay, we'll figure it out. And she'll get into this movie like, you know what? Fine. Fuck you. I will do things on my own. I was like, we've gotten to the same point that you should be doing this. Yeah. And then she'll do it all on her own. She kills it every single fucking time.
Oh, wow. That's
it always
great.
is a ton of work. And it's a lot of like, I can walk in there and she'll be like, get out. But every time I walk in, she's like breathing heavily. She's just trying to be alive. I was like, why are you doing this to yourself?
Sit down.
It's so stressful. And she's like, go watch Netflix with Landon. And I was like, okay.
Oh
So I'll just go
gosh,
watch
that's
Netflix
funny.
when she's in the background. Like,
Thanksgiving for us is, I guess it's like, I really like the family ones because I have a pretty good time with my family. And so when we would do Thanksgiving, and we still do it every year, it's like board games all day. That's all we do.
Oh, yeah, no.
So my mom and dad will cook together. And now that we're adults, sometimes we bring things. Are you okay? What just happened?
Okay, I have My Chemical Romance on post notifications, and they had like a pre-order thing, and I was like, did they drop an album?
Oh.
They didn't. They didn't drop an album.
Okay.
I just almost like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyways.
Sorry.
You're good. God, what was I saying?
You enjoy your family.
Thanksgiving
Board
is
games all day.
it is a lot of waiting around, but I'm fairly certain that like my entire family has ADHD or something, and none of us are patient. So while my parents are cooking, we'll all just play board games all day, and that's and in between, it's more like we play board games all day, and then in between the board games, we eat a Thanksgiving dinner, and then we play more board games.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a good time.
my family can't stand in the same room together for more than like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
We play
they'll
the
show up to
worst
eat,
shit.
hang out for a little bit, and then leave. It's like,
And we have
we're
this
done.
game that we just torture my mom with, and it's this smelling game that Maddie just loves. And Maddie, it's this game where like they put these artificial scents on like a card,
Yeah.
and you have to guess what they are. Some of them are like vanilla, cinnamon.
Yeah.
Some of them are rancid, like dishwater.
dirty diaper.
And my mom, no matter what the smell is, she hates it. She thinks they all smell bad.
Yeah.
So that game is just like all of us going, and my mom just being like tortured the whole
Yeah.
time. And it's like Maddie's favorite fucking thing. And it's a great time every time.
Maddie
we play
got it for Christmas like 3 years ago, and after
My
we
mom
played
can't handle it.
she had to go like take a nap, like give her a headache.
My mom was out. She was done. Yeah. We play a lot of Jackbox too, because
Yeah.
Jackbox is always fun.
I think the reason why I dislike Thanksgiving is because it'd always be like everyone's coming over to someone's house,
Yeah.
and like my mom's side of the family.
But I've done your Thanksgiving before.
It's terrible.
It's so stressful. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
let's go into this house. Oh, there's 30 people in this
Yep.
room.
Yep.
There's trays of food everywhere.
Yep.
People are talking all the time. And if you don't know anybody, you're just fucked. You just get to sit there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then 5 people who haven't seen each other in over 2 years are going to either argue or criticize you over
Yep.
something. And it's like, this is just a fucking social
That's
minefield.
exactly when I was till I was like probably 14. Till my mom decided that she wasn't going to play the fucking game anymore.
Yeah.
Did that. We go to my great grandfather's house, who lived out in Orange Cove.
Yeah.
Farmer, racist,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mean, like, born in the 30s type person. And he'd invite his entire kids, which was like 7 children.
Yeah.
And then they were my grandparents. So 7 grandparents. So even more than normal people that were my parents' age.
Oh my
and then
God.
all of the cousins.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
shit.
I don't know any of these fucking assholes. I don't know any of them.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
This is really fucking stressful. They're either dirt farmers or cops.
Yeah.
And it was just,
I-
and my mom's like, fuck all of you.
So to be like your family's
Stressful.
not the exact same, but like they're how do I want to say this? Like
Once you get to your third cousin, they're
Yeah.
they're not really your family in the same way.
Yeah.
They're strangers practically, at least in my instances.
it's always funny because at your Thanksgivings, I always get along with all the dads who like aren't, because you just have 3 aunts and their husbands are like
I have an uncle.
oh yeah, but
He just rarely shows up.
it's all of the husbands of the aunts that I
The
always
Chr-
get
the
along
Chris's?
with. Yeah, because all of us we're all out of our element because we
Yes.
don't know all of these people, and we're just like, hey,
Yeah.
we all kind of get along. So,
Yeah.
no, but the best part about your family's Thanksgivings was I'm blanking on names.
Which one?
I'm thinking. Just give me a
One
second.
of my
It's gonna
aunts?
come back to. Hang on. Just give me a second. It's gonna show up in there in a sec. Carlos. I love Carlos so much.
My mom's boyfriend?
Yep.
Yeah.
Carlos is the best. Carlos is a menace. Every
my mom-
time we go to dinner with Carlos, because we go to dinner with your mom, Carlos will come.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos will try to steal something from the restaurant every time.
Just to make my mom embarrassed.
It's just to
Yeah.
make Cindy pissed, and it's so funny. I love him so. One time we went into like a succulent shop and we waited outside because we didn't care. And then he picked up a succulent that I think he did
He paid for it.
No, your brother bought it. He was holding it for him.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom didn't know. We walked away, and he pretended like it was on the ground and picked it up and walked away with it. And she was like, put that back right now. And he was like, I want this. This is mine now. And Austin didn't say anything. And he was just like, I just want to take this with us. And she was like, Carlos, you can put that back right now. And Austin was like, no, I bought it. I got it. It was so funny how much your mom believed that he would do that.
Because he does it.
It was great. It was great.
A few years ago, when I went and bought my wedding dress from a shop in town, we went to a restaurant after it, and he put like a cup in a to-go box, and then we got out, and he was like, "Here you go." I was like, "What?" And he was like, "A cup." And I'm like, "Why did you steal this?"
Petty thefts is the best.
Salt and pepper shakers. He'll just take them.
I'll be honest. When me and Lace were living on our own for the first time, half of our bowls are from Chili's, from the blue salad bowls.
Yeah.
We have a lot of those at the house.
God.
Lacey was just like, they're good bowls. You're like, they are good bowls.
I'm taking them.
A lot of soup spoons.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I will say though that even though some of the worst holidays I don't really appreciate, I have stolen like things that my family has done and then implemented them. Like I always go hide money in eggs, and
that's fun.
and those are also like when we did Easter, we put like quarters and stuff and change for the kids. But then my brother's like 16. We're like, oh no, we put $60 in one.
Yeah.
So his
That's
dumbass is out there
fun.
looking around for it.
That's
But my dad
awesome.
hit it. So it's always like, it's hard to get like the older people into it.
Hell
Because
yeah.
it's mainly
Yeah.
like a child's
That's-
thing. But if you like really get into it, the whole
Okay.
mood changes.
That's fair.
My dad's parents would do that. They'd be like, some of the eggs would have like $1 or $2 on them, and then one would have like $100 bill
Yeah,
in it. And
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
whoever gets that is the lucky little bastard.
Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome.
And
It's
it
that
just
same-
sucks because I have 7 siblings, and 5
yeah.
of them are my dad's. And one year, I think my like 2-year-old sister found the egg that had $100 in it. It's like, well, that's for her now.
Yeah.
I think they just bought like groceries with it because she's 2. She
Yeah.
can't do anything with
When
it.
when we did our last Easter, after that, it turned into like a giant Nerf war because for Lacey's previous birthday, we did like a giant Nerf war in the house. So we had them all out still. So we brought out all
Yeah.
like the water guns and the Nerf guns. And
That's
my dad hit my brother in the temple and almost, hit him in the eye
Yeah.
with one. And my mom was like, "You gotta stop." And then he turned and shot me and hit me in the temple, and I blacked out for a second. He's like, "All right, I gotta stop.
Oh my
I gotta
God, that's
stop."
awesome.
He
Too
knocked
powerful.
out both my kids already were there.
That's so funny.
It was a lot of fun. Oh my God, did my mom just send me another picture of me as a baby?
Yes. I was asking for baby pictures of you.
Why?
Let me see. Let me see that baby.
Here, I'll drop
Speaking
it.
of baby,
I'll
you
drop it in
wanna-
the chat.
Want to pop her in here?
New baby DLC.
New baby just dropped.
Here, I'll airdrop it. Oh, I can't airdrop it. I have to. I'll send to the chat. Yeah, we were talking about that
Here.
the other day.
Wrap her on that. Yeah, how I was an ugly baby.
God,
I was an ugly fucking baby.
I love you to death. I
Ugly.
do, but fuck me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
asked my mom to send me baby pictures of what I look like at this
So did
age.
I.
She sent me one of these.
Yeah.
She's just like, fuck
We
you.
Yeah,
have
you're so get
it-
fucked.
your mom didn't send them to you because we have your baby book here. She brought it over when she was born, so all your pictures are here. Yeah, unfortunately, I have 2 photos of me as a baby, and they're both terrible because I was an ugly baby.
Can you go get that baby book?
Where did I put that little baby?
Go grab it. That's the gimmick we're doing this episode. We're showing off what we look like at this age. Yeah, we are. Craig did it.
My mom said I was 6 weeks old.
Oh, you're exactly the same age as her.
There you go. Look at that.
That's so cute.
My photo looks like I don't like that. I have a photo that looks old.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I guess it's because it's a real photo. I was like, this is a photo I would see. and go,
1995.
That's your great grandfather. Like, what? Like, oh no, it's just faded and beat up. Oh, that's how I feel. Faded and beat up.
Okay, coming back into this now, I'll make sure to send you this. We're now looking at pictures of what we looked like at the same age as her, and Craig is freaking adorable. I hope you guys got to see it, but we're gonna find mine real quick, and then you guys get to see Spencer, because Spencer looked so cute.
Yeah, my mom, because I was the firstborn, my mom did a lot for me. She really went all out of her way to like.
Yeah.
She did the food pyramid, everything else.
Whoa.
And once my sister was born, she gave up. And my sister, that was always a joke. My dad was like, "Your mom was really important that we did all this special shit for you." And then the second Hannah was born, she got chicken nuggets and chocolate milk. So for like the first 2 years of my life, I was like, you can't have chocolate milk, you can't have chicken nuggets, you're gonna have
like a month.
everything prepared. And then they got tired.
That's funny.
Fuck that.
That's so funny.
Maybe 2 months right there.
There's me.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I'll take a picture of it. You can throw it on screen right now. But
Oh, there's your grandma and your grandpa.
we do kind of look similar. I didn't realize. Wait, go back to that.
You're her dad.
I gotta
so.
compare. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Give that to Craig. Huh.
It's like a little over 2 months right there.
Okay, I was trying to figure because her nose isn't exactly the same as yours.
No.
Either of yours.
Mine's smaller.
It's just a little pushed up right now, but
Yeah.
this matches.
That is right. Yeah, hers is a little.
Hers
Also,
kinda goes-
these don't look like the same
Kind of like
person.
Maddie.
Yeah, it is like Maddie. Yeah. What? We're
Look,
making
look,
fun of your
this
nose?
old lady's hair.
That's my grandma. She's looked the same ever since I was born.
Yeah, that's how my other grandmother is too.
That was Jenny.
She looked the
Yeah.
same. She never looked any different. That's funny. And then you want to send us? Can you send that
No.
to us real quick?
No, I'll find the other one.
Can you send that?
No, I look.
So you could send it, or I could find like a baby picture of like an emu. And put it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be funny
A
too.
little baby
I'll just send a picture of when a bird comes out of an egg.
emu. Yeah,
That's what I looked like as a baby.
Come on.
I don't
No.
know why.
Come on.
I don't know why. That's the weirdest part. I don't
know if
understand
it's the
it.
angle or something.
It has to be.
It has to be.
It
the
has
angle.
to be. I don't
There's
understand
no way,
it.
because it doesn't even look like a baby. It looks like she's like.
Yeah, you
I'm
look.
like, what's happening in this
you
picture?
look like one of those hag kids.
No,
It's
I
scary.
just-
It's scary.
Yeah, I was just an ugly baby.
But that doesn't look like you.
yeah.
That's the thing. It's like I can see how that looks like Craig. That doesn't even look like you.
I don't know.
It is
Just an
bizarre.
ugly baby.
Can I see it?
Here's the other one.
Let me see it.
That one, I think,
wonder
is
if
in the
Lacey has
hospital.
photos of her. No, I'm kidding about that.
And there it is. That one's cute.
No, it's not. Like a day old nut. They look ugly.
You have like a connected eyebrow.
Yeah.
Babies are weird looking.
Do you have any when you were this age?
No.
Oh damn.
No, my mom has the photos they took at the hospital, and then like, I don't know, fucking Macy's looking ass photos.
Yeah, God,
Yeah.
so many fucking Macy photos.
Yeah.
So many mall photos.
Yeah, she didn't have a camera.
I don't know if you guys
just
remember.
have-
Maybe this is definitely an old thing too, where you'd go into the mall and they'd have that giant camera in there'd be the photo place in the mall.
Yeah.
But then they'd have that toy camera that you could spin the lens in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yep, I remember that.
that brings
Yeah.
me back to like early 2000s, late 90s
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, no,
Crazy.
I wasn't alive enough yet. I
It was
don't think.
bad.
Yeah.
It was a bad ordeal because we'd go. My mom was like, "Want to get baby pictures? You have to dress up and everything. Get some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, no.
Terrible photos."
You want me to take her? No, you got her.
Keep whacking her butt.
Yeah.
Scam likely.
I'm trying to read a question, but
No, it's an outfit.
yeah.
It's-
Okay.
Sorry, baby. I put you in the peach dress. I
Yep.
shouldn't have.
Rolling My Saves asks, I'm trying to get more into tabletop D&D as I've done it almost exclusively digitally since starting. What are y'all's recommendations for maps and monsters without breaking the bank? Ooh. So for tabletop,
They just released actually a new. I saw it today in the shop when I went to get my book.
Yeah.
They have that new one, that monster collection. There are just 2D little tokens, like little coins you
Yeah,
put.
those are really nice.
with the reusable stickers.
they're finally doing
Yeah,
that. They talked
those
about that during
pawns-
when they talked about Spelljammer, which is the best.
Yeah.
You know, just cost effective. It's perfect. And I would say, honestly, that big rolled up map that
Yep,
you can
some
just
markers.
wipe on. No joke. Still use that to this
Yeah.
day. Still use it. It is one of the best tools for D&D ever. is
Also,
that big grid.
cost share. The
Yes.
DM is not the person only
If
playing.
you're going to
the
run a
game.
game for a group
You
of
have
people, and you got 6 people,
$5
divide it by
each.
7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Divide
Do
it by
it.
7.
Yeah.
You all spend $2. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's how we would get like
That's
the
how we
books
did
and
D&D
stuff.
Beyond back in the day. Yeah.
And the first Beetle and Grimm's that we got, the Saltmarsh
we
one,
all split,
split it.
Yeah, so we all spent like $20 and we got it.
It was more than $20, but
If you buy
No, the Ghost Saltmarsh one was like $150. We all spent $20
maybe,
on
yeah.
it.
if you buy one of those bricks, which are like the giant WotC official miniature bricks, the blind boxes, and split it up that way. Yeah. Everyone only has to spend $14. And you get a ton of miniatures that way. They're not always gonna be the ones you need,
but
that's a ton.
If you have the monster manual, you'll just go looks like that, but we're using this.
Yeah. Yep.
We would use those little. They sell them at GameCore. Those like little tubes that have like the little black beads in them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You just set that down. If you have one mini and you have 5 of the creature, one that looks like that.
Yep. They have these at Barnes and Nobles and some and then some game stores as well, and I love them. They're pretty cheap. They're only like maybe $20. They're a booklet that open up, and they are maps. And so you open up the booklet, and you just lay it down, and it's a D&D map. Those are really nice too.
They're on spiral stuff,
and it's great if you just need something real quick. It's just boom, there's the map. There you
Easy.
go. Yeah, they're great. So all that stuff.
Also, if you have all the digital stuff, you could fork in with a bunch of people and get a projector. Put it down.
There you go.
You get a black sheet, projector. Then you just got to figure out how you find out miniatures. You can do Lego minifigures or a quarter. It don't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Just get the cross along.
Yep. Weasley65 asks, Dormammu's vessel has a very important question. When are we going to get the secret evil Sir Nominus adventure for Questo? Sir Nominus isn't evil. All right, he's neutral.
Why'd you laugh like that?
Yeah. You laugh like that, and then you said he wasn't. So makes you think
maybe,
he is.
Maybe he's was.
A good guy.
I don't know. He's just an adventurer.
That's Bone.
That's Bone. Sir Nominus.
He's just a guy.
He's just a little guy.
Just a wee.
I am thinking about like an evil adventure one shot. I don't want to write that. That sounds hard.
I know.
And difficult, and like you'd have to do too much. Like the most you could do is like nuanced sort of evil. Like you would have to like, I don't know. It's just hard to play evil D&D games.
We're working on something else anyway. So
we are working on something else.
Awfully sus.
A little.
Shuriken Sean asks, what about Craig's opinion on Bionicles every week? Here's something simple. What Bionicle element do you think fits each of you the most? Fire, me fire.
There's element.
Me fire.
Me caveman.
Me caveman, me fire. Me fire Bionicle.
What are the elements?
Bionicle. There's, go ahead.
Fire, air, water, ice, earth, or stone.
Of course he did. Sean's the best.
Yeah.
He references everything.
Can I have ice?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Oh,
he
ice is cool.
Is it?
He snowboards? He snowboards. He has skis in the second one.
Oh.
And he has a mask that has an ocular like zoom in. It's super
that's cool.
Man, this is taking me back to when I was a kid.
Kopaka's fucking rad, man. Kopaka's and they're all super smart. Oh. To be honest, every character you make reminds me of the Ice Tower, no matter what.
Oh.
Yeah. They're just super fucking smart.
I'm glad I picked ice.
Everything fits very well with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Who was you?
Oh, the water one.
The water one?
Yeah, Golly's the fucking best.
That's cool.
Oh, I love the water.
Which one's the Newt guy?
The Newt one. That's a fire one.
The fire one.
Yeah, that's what fuck is his name? Sean's gonna kill me for this.
I don't know. Newt.
Yeah, let's call him Newt for now.
Yeah.
Ben Corpella asks, pick a person in the room with you.
Yeah.
Baby.
I'll pick a baby.
I pick Craig.
Okay.
You both pick the baby.
Okay, fine. I'll pick Spencer.
That person is now 5 years old.
Fuck. Oh. Whoa. Upgrade.
Yes.
Whoa.
Upgrade. Yeah. We all picked a baby. She's 15.
Yeah.
How different are your lives now? Also,
how different?
Wait.
How different are your lives now? Also, your carpet is gay.
Huh?
Carpet is. I had purple carpet growing up. It was kind of gay. It was kind of gray, like.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Craig being 5 years old.
You just got fucked.
Yeah, you're in a
That
room
means
with...
she's 5. I'm 5. She's 5.
Holy shit!
You're a single father of 3.
3 5-year-olds. Well, you two, I think, are kind of easy. I think you two just kind of either read or watch anime. And
no, you have to get the. I am very particular.
Are you really?
If you give me the wrong scratchy shirt, I'm not going to wear it.
Yeah.
Oh. You got to find the right socks.
Got
it. They bite my feet.
I'm gonna.
Bite my feet.
I'm gonna have my little book, but I'm also gonna be hiding somewhere, and you're never gonna know where I am.
Okay.
But speaking of Bionicles, that's pretty much what I do.
Oh.
Okay. So I would get you some Bionicles.
Do they sell Bionicles still?
No. They don't
You're
anymore.
fucked.
You spend it online. You have to go to Bricklink.
That's fine.
And buy
I'll
them
figure it
online.
out. I'll figure it out.
Craig's brain remembers Bionicles, but can't have them.
Oh my god.
Truly, a fate worse than death.
I'd go get some books for you.
Okay. We got a bunch.
Right, and then I don't know. I'd have to get you guys some food. I think you're not a vegetarian yet, or at least you've receded, so you don't really remember.
So she's like eating like pepperoni pizza, but she's picking out the pepperonis.
Yeah.
I feel like she wouldn't really like the vegetarian stuff because she wouldn't like it.
You should trick her.
I'd give her corn dogs because I think I know you like corn dogs.
I do. I did.
So I'd give her
That's
corn
it.
dogs.
Corn dogs all day, every
That's
day.
all. You get corn dogs and books.
I liked those little microwavable burritos.
Yep.
Oh,
Get
hell
you some
yeah.
of those.
Mm-hmm. Then you fry them a little bit. Very
Did you
good.
talk a lot as a 5-year-old? Oh,
I didn't
God.
talk to anyone except for my mom.
Oh God, that's
Ditto.
Till, like,
adorable.
probably,
but
like-
also
Probably
man.
like 9 or 10. Then I started
Yeah.
talking to people who weren't my mom.
Ditto.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you talk a lot as a 5-year-old?
About the same.
Damn it, you guys are so
Yeah.
similar.
I mean, I probably talked a little bit. Like I was probably a sociable kid, but I don't think I was like nothing of substance.
Yeah. No.
wow.
I drew a lot when I was a kid.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I am the black sheep of probably everybody in this room. She may be more like you guys when she gets a little bit
probably.
older.
She's probably gonna talk a lot.
I as a 5-year-old, I ran around. I tried to make friends. I was very sociable. I talked to everybody. We'd go in the grocery store, and I would talk to everybody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would always ask my mom questions. I'd ask random strangers questions. I would play with anything too. Like my mom would be like, "Here," I'd be like, "I like that." Mom, do you like that? And then I go to Maddie because she's but she's like this. She's like, she can't do anything. And I'm like, Maddie, look at this. Maddie, take that. Maddie, look, Maddie, enjoy things with me. That's so very opposite in children.
Yeah, no. You know how the doorbell will ring and I'll go to like another room? I've done that since I was like a child.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Because the doorbell would ring, that mean people were over. Like, nope, can't be in here.
If the doorbell rang, I went to the door.
Nope.
I was like, who's here?
No. I will say that some of my best memories about being that age is my dad playing Wind Waker and
Hell yeah.
playing like Pikmin on the GameCube, and my sister and I just watching.
That's cool.
So you put any game on, she's like, okay,
That's awesome.
this is what we're doing.
Yeah. You could probably set us all down in front of the TV, just play a video.
But
That's true.
but you have to watch Ava once,
yeah.
That's
so
true.
I can stare at the background.
Craig, go back to your bed.
That video.
That video, yeah. With the baby screaming.
This TikTok video.
We showed Craig.
Yeah, I know. They didn't see it.
Oh.
What are we turning these mics for?
I don't know.
There's this video of this kid who's jumping up and down in like a crib. His mom has like a Ring camera or something, and she talks through it, and she says like, "Aiden, go back to bed." And the kid's scream is so loud it breaks the mic. He's like, "Ah!" And
He takes a breath.
Yeah, he does. He
Yeah.
takes like
The
a
way
brain
he
inhale and
screams
screams
is
again.
so funny. Oh my god, it is hilarious.
Braden, go back to your bed.
Yeah.
And what about her? She's
Her at
5 now.
I don't know what she's gonna be like at 5 years old. No idea.
I don't know either.
Maybe she'll just be like me, and then that'll be easy. I'll just figure it. I'll just be like,
Who's older? It's me. I was like, who's older between the
You.
three of us if we're all
Yeah.
at 5 but me? Because
she would be the youngest.
Yeah.
More Props Art Cosplay asks, how much time do your characters spend getting ready in the morning?
None.
Yeah, I would say Lazarus, none.
No. I don't sleep, so I do all that at night.
Right before everyone wakes up, you blink and you're ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Yep. Lost Rhino asks, hope you's all doing good. A TTRPG, but it is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids world. Is this a good idea, or should I quit now? You should quit now.
I mean, there's that video game where you're just people in like a backyard fighting ants.
Oh, It Takes Two?
Yeah, that's a cool. That's a cool concept.
I did that for a D&D game one time. I thought it was fun. I had everybody shrink down they were level 1, and a black dragon wormling was like a big dragon.
See, that's cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Moon
Don't
is
tell them to
cheese.
stop their fun idea.
No, yeah,
I'm
do it.
sorry. It's a great idea.
Do it, and then the cat's like a crazy fucking thing.
Yeah.
Do it.
That'd be awesome.
Do it.
Yeah.
Moon is cheese
I'd
asks,
play it.
I'm interested in DMing, but making a world in quest sounds like a grueling task. Yet running a module sounds very limiting. What are some advice for starting DM?
Both.
Run a module, and then if
add
you
your own
don't
shit.
want to do certain things and you want to change it, then change it. Because it's starting off and writing your own shit is really, really, really hard. And if your players tear it apart, you will not be able to live with yourself because you will go, oh fuck. But the cool part about running a module is that you can just blame the book. So you can just change the book if you want to as well. That is one of the the most unsung things about running a module is the DM's blame shifts from I wrote this to, oh, this was just in the book. I think it's stupid. I'm going to change it. Because you can, if the players are like, this doesn't make sense, you can be like, yeah, book. Anyways, let's play the more fun adventure where I make it up. You can't do that when it's your game. You have to go, oh, sorry, guys, I guess I'll change it. Because you did it. So, anyways, run a module. Change things that you don't like.
Yeah.
Puzzled Radish asks, what are some of your favorite Magic cards to play against? Against?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like when we all play together, like us two and then you and Mia, but I don't know what's going on most of the time.
Yeah.
You guys have some crazy shit going on.
I enjoy playing against people who have Xanathar, Tasha, or like Atali Primal Storm, because it's fun when they get to play my cards, and I'm like, hey, that's my card.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy it a little. Like, there's a little bit of satisfaction comes from people like, you're able to do that because I did that, so like, it's kind of cool. When somebody's like, I played this, and I'm like, that's my card! That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I mostly like playing the game just to look at the cards.
That's true.
Same.
So that's why playing against you two is fun. Because you guys know the cards. Sometimes you know what I'm going to play before I play it. But you guys have cool cards.
There's a little bit of like a fun aspect of playing Magic with Craig and Mia, because I will sometimes build a new deck. Like, I just built a new deck, and I'll say a card before I even put it down, just to see their reactions, just to see if they know what it is. And sometimes they're like, oh, fuck. And like they have this like reaction, and it's like, I know that there's a story behind this card. They've had interactions with this card before, and I don't know what they are, because I just was like, I'm just going to put this card in this deck and see what happens. And then I play it, and they're like, God damn it. And I'm like, whoa, that must be a good card. And then sometimes I'll play a card, and they're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, the first time Spencer played Mindcrank, and you were just like, God! And I was like, I've never heard of this card.
I love playing with Mindcrank.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful fucking card. I love it. To be honest, it needs to be more decks.
Yeah.
It's so much more fun.
There should be a game mode where Mindcrank is always active.
Just static
where
Mindcrank,
taking damage is really, really bad.
Well, it's called Commander Mindcrank.
Yeah.
No one has Commander damage, but everyone has Mindcrank.
Yeah.
Just a race.
Fuck, it's so good. Sir Panfred asks, our group has just finished a 3-year-long campaign literally 1 hour ago.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Now we are planning to play a bunch of one-shots and a 15 session adventures with the different GMs and setting. What are some games you wish to play in GM that aren't full-on campaigns?
Like themes or like RPGs?
It just says games. It's probably D&D. I don't know.
Play that.
We'll answer both.
I want to play that Honey, I Shrunk the Kid game. That sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
I'd love to fight ants.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
There's a board game called Of Mice and Mystics.
Yeah.
And
Mice and
it's
Mystics
cool.
is fun.
One of the few books I read as a kid was Dustboro.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I would love to play a Wild West campaign. That'd be super fun.
Me too.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Only
Yeah,
someone
that'd
would
be
write one of those.
God, I wish someone would.
Brainbox 111 asks, what's everyone's favorite non-boss tier of common monster in D&D and Fallout? In D&D and Fallout, and why?
Non-boss?
Say non-boss.
We're going to end on that question because I think that's a good question.
Okay.
Yeah, non-epic level. We're talking kobolds. We're talking goblins.
Oh.
We're talking
I mean,
ghouls.
I do really like kobolds.
imps and kobolds.
Fuck yes, dude. Imps are
and
awesome.
kobolds. They're all very
Abyssal
cool.
chickens.
Yeah. I don't
like
like those,
Abyssal
but I like the vibe. I like a thing that's like menacingly goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called a chicken, but also it looks like that.
Yeah.
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 Why does it look like that?
I love that. I really like imps because I think imps can not only be like a cool monster that can fight your players, but they're also like, they have a lot of lore alongside of them. Imps have a lot of power.
Oh, yeah.
That isn't just in their stat block. Imps can make contracts. Imps can basically provide minuscule wishes.
Yeah.
Like, and that's in Descendant Avernus. Look at the devil, making a deal with the devil section. Like, they can give people pretty powerful things so long as they sell their soul, which is another like storytelling aspect of imps that I really, really, really
Imps
like.
are like kobolds, where all of our campaigns have like a background where they're always present.
Yeah.
Like how Pinky does like Morvi, and like then kobolds are like anonymous with our game. There's during Saltmarsh, I created this hotel where there were imps everywhere, but they weren't paid. so they're like through contract work or something, and someone like tips one, and they're like, "What is this?" Like, it's a tip. Here's a gold piece, and like it starts this whole revolution. They call it an imp revolution. So like this now, because of that, they played the whole campaign. So like in the background, that's been doing something.
That's awesome.
And this most recent campaign we're running, I dropped a magic item called the Imp Imperial, which is like their god, like their champion that defeated all this like tyranny for them. His best weapon. It's a cool little like thing to go back around on.
Whenever I think of like when you hear a voice in your ear, or like there are characters like level 1 characters who think, you know, like Asmodeus is speaking to them.
Yeah.
Imps can turn invisible at will. Imps can turn into centipedes, rats. They are so good at hiding, and they retain most of their abilities when they're in that state. So imps are deceptively powerful, which is what's really cool about them. But we're going to talk about just a weak-ass fucking monster. Like, I agree. I love kobolds. Like, kobolds are awesome.
I also like things like a bear or like a swarm of rats.
Bear?
That's cool.
What's
I
even
love
cooler
a
is like
swarm of rats.
an undead bear.
Yeah.
Or cranium rats.
I love cranium rats.
Cranium rats are awesome. I love intellect devourers, even though they also have an ability that can just insta-gib a character.
Yeah.
But like they can die in a round. But I think that they possess, like, I like it when a low-level monster has the ability to be extremely threatening, but they typically aren't.
Ghosts.
But, yeah, ghosts. Oh, ghosts are so cool.
Yeah, ghosts are cool.
It's the DM's dream. I want you to fight your party member for you.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, fuck it, you're possessed. You want you to fight this bitch.
Love ghosts.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What you got?
And I love zombies because of Undead Fortitude. I know Colton always memes on me about it, but I think Undead Fortitude is one of the coolest abilities in D&D. It's like Resident Evil zombies where they just don't stay down.
Yeah.
And I think that that's extremely fitting. I think that's a cool way to represent it in the games, that they just won't die. Like, God, that's just really cool. I love that.
What about Fallout?
Fallout?
The gecko. Those little gibbon fucks. What are those called? The little, like, tiny lizard guys.
Oh, the geckos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put one on a leash.
I like the geckos.
Yeah,
I know.
I like the idea.
That's hard. I really like rad scorpions. I think they're really cool. I like that they burrow, like in 4. Like, so Craig's been learning a lot about Fallout recently, which has been kind of cool. So we've been talking about it, which is fun. But like in all the other games, they just kind of waddle on the ground.
Yeah.
But in the 4th game, they burrow, and it's really, really cool. I really like glowing one ghouls. I think that it's cool that they like emit radiation.
Are those not like
They are.
bosses?
Yeah, I guess they are kind of like a boss creature. Well, Fallout's tough because it's like the low-level creatures are just like animals.
Yeah, they're
Like
people.
a big ant or like a zombie.
I want more ants. I like ants.
Ants are cool. There are ants in Elden Ring that I was fighting last night, and they're I hate them so much because they behave like real ants.
I just watched that guy do that Fallout 3 thing where he fought those fire ants that have fire.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
It's really cool, right?
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
I choose the fire ants.
I also think, not to go back, but I like humanoid monsters. Hobgoblins. They're fucking cool.
Yeah.
Hobgoblins.
I love
Some point I'll play a
Bugbears.
hobgoblin in my lifetime. They're
I
so
love
cool.
hobgoblins. I've always loved hobgoblins.
They're
I think
very
they're really, really fascinating. Like they're hobgoblins are really cool.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. What about you? What are your favorite low-level monsters?
For Fallout?
For either.
I said kobolds. They're cute.
They're cute.
I don't want to fight them. I just want them to be my
They're
friend.
cute.
I like skeletons.
Skeletons are good too.
Yeah.
I love a good skeleton.
I like that they are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I like when you hit them, they explode.
Yep. I don't know about for Fallout though. I just know the ones I don't like. I don't like the mosquito ones.
Yeah, I don't.
They're hard to
Oh
shoot.
yeah, the blood bugs.
They move too quickly.
Yeah. I implemented that into our game too because the bugs actually do this in real life. Dragonflies and mosquitoes. I think it might just be dragonflies. They'll do this thing where when they find their prey, they will spin around them really fast to dizzy them. And then when they're disoriented, that's when they go in to kill them. And they do that in the game. And it's crazy how it works in the game because when they show up, they start spinning around you. So you try to spin to try to get them. And it's really, really hard. You can use VATS, obviously. But like I put that into their thing where like if they move in a certain radius, you have to like, I don't know if you have to make a save, but you can get dizzied by following them because of their movement, which I think is, I love putting like if a creature in real life has this tactic or strategy or ability that it uses in order to hunt prey, and then putting that onto it's a big version of the monster and it can do it even better. Like, I fucking love that shit. That's like one of, like, I like that the blood bugs just fucking stab through your chest to like suck your blood out. Like, it's crazy.
Also spit the blood back at you.
And then they spit it back at you. Yeah.
Awesome. I also like raiders, but just because they'll like set traps and stuff. You'll be going through a place and it's just like,
Fallout 4 really revolutionized the design of like enemies and how they like Fallout New Vegas. Obviously they did it well, but I feel like they had to like hand do most of it because of the limitations of the system. But like New Vegas is cool because it's sort of dynamic, and it's cool when you fight animals, because a lot of the animals have insanely good perception. So you can't sneak from animals. They'll all, because they're so good at smelling they'll find you almost immediately. But whenever you fight people, it's much easier to sneak by them, but they often set traps, which the animals don't do. So most of the time an animal just comes out of nowhere and attacks you. But when it's people, you kind of see them before they see you, and then you have to make sure you're not going to walk into any of their traps, which is like, it's cool that you have to think differently about how you fight certain monsters in that game. And that's fucking awesome. I love that. I think that that's really fun and really cool. And super mutants are like are both, which is why they're so hard to fight. Also, they blow themselves up.
They do.
They have the suiciders. They're not. Those are bad. Those are bad time. PTSD, like hearing the piano riff in Breath of the Wild. Same thing with anytime I hear the beep 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 in Fallout 4. I'm like, because I played so much survival mode, and that was like it's fucking terrifying. So yeah. Can't wait to get back to Fallout though. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, soon.
I want to add more perks and stuff.
It's too bad I didn't die. I know we're trying to end, but it's too bad I didn't die earlier.
Yeah,
I will love to play a different character.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love Cerebella, but
yeah.
Maybe we just gotta kill you off.
No, it's boring. But I was talking about the other day because we're like, hey, we're wrapping up some stuff. We're gonna change how we DM on the weekend. Who wants to run a game? And I was like, well, what do we want to play? And I was like, you know, it'd be really cool to run that Fallout.
Are you serious?
You know? And they're like, I don't know. So right now it's between a D&D thing, a Cyberpunk thing, or potentially a Fallout thing.
Oh,
man, cool. That would be fun.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
That'd be cool. I'd love to see what you would do with it.
Yeah, because
I know you do some weird shit.
Yeah,
that'd be so cool.
I don't know. God. We'll see.
That'd be awesome.
Well,
it's all over, but the crying, and nobody's crying but me. Can we get a credits for this one?
Yeah.
Can we get a credits? Cool. Yeah. It's all over, but the dreaming,
I don't know. Yeah.
To forget about how much I care for you.
It was beautiful, really.
Well, it keeps going. The credits are still rolling, right? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
It goes, it's all over but the crying. And, fuck, I can't remember the lyrics.
Can't get over.
I can't get... and nobody's crying but me. It's all